with 6:45 remaining. Tatum drives down and throws it down! Wow!
When you're in a major sports league, one thing that you are told to accept is the fact that the veterans of the league know more than you and are oftentimes going to do better than you, and that you shouldn't try and usurp their spot on the roster. But when it comes to certain NBA rookies, especially the ones who know their worth, their skills, and how they can play, they don't care about how much experience you have. If they have the ability to make a play, they're going to do it. So allow us to show you when rookies humiliating NBA superstars goes wrong. For the superstars, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 8, Trae Young on Jimmy Butler.
Plays it into Trae. 2 seconds, one. Trae's floater. Good!
Let's start off with a play from one of the brighter young stars in the NBA right now, despite him being on a subpar team, Trae Young. Trae Young amazed many with his play in college, and many were wondering just how good he would be in the NBA once he was drafted. Sure enough, he got picked up by the Atlanta Hawks, and while the team overall is not that good, Trae is the exception in many ways. And he proved that in clutch time in games against some much bigger name superstars, such as in his rookie season, when with mere seconds left on the clock against the Philadelphia 76ers, he went and got the ball and took it to the hoop against none other than Jimmy Butler, and Butler couldn't stop it at all. Trae sealed the game for the Hawks, and Butler was made to look like a fool, a rare thing to happen to him given his talent. Trae Young continues to impress in the NBA post-rookie year, and with shots like that, he'll be putting everyone on notice whenever he has the ball. Number 7, Malcolm Brogdon.
I had to just drive it. I wasn't sure if it was LeBron trailing me or what, but I knew I had to go up hard because there was someone going to be trying to block it.
You might not know the name Malcolm Brogdon, and that's okay. He's not the biggest name in the game, but in his rookie year, he was a guy who was making his name known to those in the league, as he was fearless in going after anyone and everyone who got in his way to the basket. This included LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, back when they were still working together and not secretly hating each other, though with Kyrie it's kind of hard to tell, on the Cleveland Cavaliers. But during one game, Brogdon just went off and he went and dunked on Irving, not something a rookie should be able to do, and yet he did it. But he wasn't done. Not at all. Because then he went and did a reverse dunk on LeBron James. And yeah, he made it look as smooth as you could possibly imagine. It should have been outlawed that he could even do this, and yet he did it and proved that even the ones with rings have to bow down to rookies on certain nights. Number 6, Jason Tatum on LeBron James.
I grew up, watching LeBron and, asking him to follow me back on Twitter.
So let's go to another time that LeBron got dunked on by a super rookie, this time Jason Tatum. If you fast forward to right now, Jason Tatum is not just a stud in the NBA in terms of his playing ability. He is one of the leading men in the Boston Celtics, who are trying to reassert their dominance in the Eastern Conference despite having a bad start. The irony though is that when Tatum was drafted, people were unsure about him, especially when the Celtics took him rather high. They weren't sure if he was going to be able to compete on their level. Oh yeah, he went and competed on that level, because not only did he have an outstanding rookie season, he went and helped lead the Boston Celtics to the Eastern Conference Finals, where they faced LeBron James and the Cavs. And in this big game on this big stage, Jason Tatum got the ball and dunked on LeBron straight up in such a way that even LeBron was stunned. No, seriously, look at LeBron. He's like, what just happened? You got dunked on by a rookie, King James. That's what. Number 5, Allen Iverson on Michael Jordan.
I mean, it was Mike. It was my idol. It was my hero.
Yeah, we know, believe us, we know it is crazy to think that any rookie could go and get the better of the Michael Jeffrey Jordan, especially while he was still rocking it with the Chicago Bulls. But it's true. It's true, we tell you, and it was the truth that did him in. We speak, of course, of the Allen Iverson and how in his rookie season he went up against a man he considers his idol in Michael Jordan, and he took him to town with a crossover. Yes, the move he also used to break Kobe Bryant's ankles once upon a time was the same move he used to get past MJ. What a world! What's more, after the game, both MJ and Scottie Pippen delivered praise to Allen Iverson for said crossover and noted how quick he is. So not only did AI get the big move on MJ, he got the props too. And guess what? In that game, AI got more points than both MJ and Scottie Pippen. Now do you see why he was the truth? Exactly. Number 4, Larry Markkanen on Steph Curry.
Markkanen off the noggin. Watch his head go back. Boom.
Now here's something that is on the opposite end of the court. If you can't tell what we mean by that, we speak of course on defense. Because defense is important. Defense can win championships, as many NBA legends, including Michael Jordan, can attest to. And on one night against the Golden State Warriors, Larry Markkanen of the Chicago Bulls, ironically enough, revealed to Stephen Curry that he would not be fooled. Because as we all know, Curry is one of the best pure shooters in the history of the NBA, and that's a fact, Jack. But on that night, Larry was going to stick to him like glue, and when Steph tried to round him, Larry swatted the ball down and knocked Curry to the court in the process, all the while smacking the ball right into Curry's head. That right there is skills. Also skills was his three-point shooting ability, because a few games before owning Steph Curry, Larry went and made the most three-pointers in a game by a rookie. The guy who held the record before him? Steph Curry, obviously. It's funny how things come full circle, don't you think? Number 3, Nate Robinson on Yao Ming.
Brady bumps. Big. Oh, blocked by Robinson! Nate Robinson with a rejection!
This is a classic because of who's all involved. Because in this fight between the New York Knicks and the Houston Rockets, the one and only Yao Ming, one of the best big men to ever play, found himself going up against one of the shortest men to ever play in the NBA, Nate Robinson. So from Yao's perspective, he literally had every advantage that mattered, mainly the height advantage, and you cannot fault him for that logic. But instead, when he went to put up the basket, Nate jumped up with him and blocked the shot, even coming down in a slap on Yao to remind him of who he was messing with. Don't forget, Nate Robinson would go on to win the dunk contest with his hops, so him blocking Yao shouldn't be all that surprising. But it happened in his rookie year when no one was expecting much from him, and thus it made it all worthwhile. But don't worry, Yao had his own I own you moment in his rookie year. Number 2, Yao Ming on Ben Wallace.
That's an attitude, bit. Is that attitude? Did you see what I just saw?
A lot of people were curious to see how Yao Ming was going to do in the NBA after being brought over from China. In a story for another time, and he made sure to show in his rookie year with the Rockets that he was for real, including this time against the Detroit Pistons where he went up against NBA legend and champ Ben Wallace in the season right after Detroit won the title and just straight up dunked on him. And not only did he dunk on him, he dunked on him with force and made it seem easy. The only pity was that Yao wasn't able to do more of that due to injuries. Number 1, Zion Williamson on Giannis.
And ball misses the three. And Zion takes it away from Giannis and a foul.
Finally, let's look at a very recent rookie in Zion Williamson, a man who is arguably the most hyped rookie of recent times, and for good reason. He's big, he's powerful, he's fast, and he knows how to move on the court. While his rookie season was in the pandemic season, he still got to show off his moves, including this great defensive play where he got the ball away from two-time back-to-back MVP in Giannis. And that means these two big men were scraping and Zion walked away the winner. Now, sure, Giannis got the last laugh as his team went to the playoffs and Zion didn't, but it's only a matter of time, and this move helped cement just how good Zion was against even the best in the game. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at the NBA rookies that went out and did their jobs and proved that it didn't matter if a veteran or a superstar was guarding them, they were going to go and make a play and make it look good? Which of the rookies impressed you the most? Which ones do you feel had the best plays and deserved it to the veterans? What rookie in the current class do you feel is doing that to the superstars right now? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.